Number 17 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 17.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Chu. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Michael Chu.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cyrus Yeager going to strike that victim twice in this one. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Way in front of that fastball. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A tough sinker on the inside corner. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Kareem Duncan is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Another one sent foul. Hit sharply on the ground. Backhanded. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance. Kept the opposition at Number 17 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 17.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Taylor. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Ready once again, Andres Ojeda. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
Quintero is there. 2 down. Ready for another chance. Ricky Miller.
Number 22.
Sinker's in there. No balls in the strike.
Miller.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
Wow, from
And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over. Well, sometimes that defining moment of the game is the ending. He came in and erased any hope the opposition may have had, and for that, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it's awfully comforting to have a guy like this that you can call on to shut the door for you. He went out there and put the hammer down, and sometimes that's easier said than done.
1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base.
Number 17 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 17.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Clint Waldron. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Line to the right side. Quintero is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Chris Taylor comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Check swing grounder to the right side. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Digging in once again, Andres Ojeda. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
In now, Ricky Miller as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a soft liner, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1. Striding in once again, Jamal Babb. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And that lead disappears with it as this is now a 3-3 ball game. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Adolfo Alonso is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
1 down.
Another one sent foul. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And the throw will go to second as they get the 4th out. Now at the plate, John Hinson. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Cedeno is there now to put this one away for the 3rd out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd as now Robert Perez. Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one. Number 17 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Kevin Blake stands in as he looks at a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Now the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for the ball.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now here's a speaker back to the mound. And they'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Ken Kondo. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is foul for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the first pitch coming. Here it is. Domingo Castro is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
First baseman number 10.
Glover is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. The 2-1 on its way. There's that heavy sinker for strike number 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in once again, Alexander Aguirre. He comes in 0 for 4 with an RBI in this one. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Line to the right side, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, has he had a rough day. 3 strikeouts, and he finally gets a base hit. Tell you what, that's going to give him a little bit of confidence that he can even put a ball in play anymore. Go 0 for 3.
Gene Tabor is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Now batting,
Willie Greenberg is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. No runs, a hit. And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Well, it's not that often a relief pitcher that's not a closer gets props like this, but this time I think it's well deserved. They needed him in some tough situations, and he passed every test with flying colors.
6 men on base.
Number 17 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Now at the plate, Luis Alvarado. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Luis Alvarado.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall.
That line drive base hit, now it brings the tying run to the plate. You know, Matt, they always talked about a bloop and a blast. Maybe it is a rope and some hope. We'll see how the 9th inning plays out.
Harry Purcell is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Comes set and the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. Ready for another shot now. Jacob Kirby. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
Got him to go down swinging there. Jacob Kirby is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. Babcock is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done. But
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Arkansas, number 17.
Ready once again, Pete Carnes. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. And that misses, ball 1. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. And there's out number 1. Digging in once again, Rick Boggs.
Center fielder, number 3.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped high in the air. Nunez is there for it.
I got it.
And that's the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Ron Weldon. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's
swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitch awfully well.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Arkansas, number 17.
Digging in once again, Jacob Kirby. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out. And over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Chop foul over towards the dugout.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Hard sinker misses 2-2.
Seems like he's thrown everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled them off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
Lopez is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Number 23,
Harry Purcell comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that's going to get your tying run in scoring position, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double. Striding in once again, Gene Tabor. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair. Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Got him to chase out of his zone that time. Gene Tabor becomes out number 2 this inning. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, this is exactly what you do with the scrappy 9 hitter. He's almost like another leadoff guy. He's battled himself right back into this at bat now. With 2 outs, he's got a chance to go ahead and drive in a couple of runs.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
And it's 3-2 now to the number 9 hitter.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Rivera is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, sometimes that defining moment of the game is the ending. He came in and erased any hope the opposition may have had, and for that, he's our top player of the game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Arkansas, number 17.
Digging in once again, Tyrone Muller due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Well, he clearly did not miss that one. He got everything behind it, drove it out of the ballpark. I think he was just looking for that pitch and didn't miss it.
C.J. Hale is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Lopez is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Ron Weldon is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Cedeno racing back at the track, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's going to get there, and there's your winning run at third now with only one away.
Now batting.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. The 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. The 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Struck him out. A huge punch out there, and the winning run stays anchored at third with two gone now. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The 0-1. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. And another foul ball.
That's probably not what he wants to do with two strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
Another one sent foul. Ready with another two-strike offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 1-2 pitch. Now a line drive into right field. It's a base hit. And the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the tops player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
7 runs on 9 hits.
A Double-A manager has called one of his young players in for a quick word. The word is good. The promising player has been called up to Triple-A. News of a call-up, though positive, can also be shocking, its impact taking time to sink in. Within 48 hours, this player will be in a new city and a new uniform, amidst players with whom he is unfamiliar. A benevolent advisor gives a painful but well-thought-out notice of resignation to a player that has been like a son to him. The caring mentor will not leave his post to just anyone. He's given careful thought to the question of whom his successor might be. The former coach and longtime father figure will step back from the field of play and take his place amongst the other dedicated fans in the gallery.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Tacoma.
Ready once again, Jabari Blash. A hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here.
Tell you what, this is the wrong guy to flirt around with. He's been swinging the bat really good in this series, and he hasn't got a hit in this game yet. But I'm going to tell you what, I wouldn't mess with him.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. And that's a cool moment for him on the mound as he racks up his first strikeout since coming to AAA.
Hey, one of the things you're looking forward to as a pitcher, can you advance to the next level? That strikeout right there, his first strikeout in AAA, could mean a lot of confidence for down the road.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. You can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Into the windup and the pitch. Jose Rondon is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys? Man, you get great results.
Marte is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over. It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat. And as a
A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client, confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities.
Number 17 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 17.
Digging in once again, Steve Quevedo. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth.
Steve.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Now that's that old school slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the slider's even more effective because you can't pick up the spin.
Nobles is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Juan Diaz comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? You looked at the first 2 pitches, but they're different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. Thomas McLeod is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, the pitcher gives up the double. He can't do anything about that now. He just needs to put it behind him and focus on the man at the plate. If he takes care of him, the game is over. On the other hand, if he gives up a bomb, this thing is tied. It's getting a little dicey.
And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, sometimes that defining moment of the game is the ending. He came in and he
Your attention,
number
please.
17 enters
Now
from the
pitching
bullpen
for the
to do the
Rainiers,
pitching.
Number 17.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manny Pena. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings. Digging in once again, Russ Rivera. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Again, he sends it out of play. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it, and indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Digging in and looking for more, Raymond Fuentes. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So digging in now, Sebastian Padilla. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. And a ball, 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Hey, look at the numbers. This is what you want from your starting pitcher. He gave him 7 strong innings.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Tacoma, number 17.
Digging in once again, Giovanni Zamora. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
First offering on its way. Swinging a soft liner. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
So he gets the bloop base hit to bring the tying run to the plate. You know, they talk about a bloop and a blast. Maybe we'll get the blast and they can tie it up here in the 9th.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
That one's in there, 3-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Gamble moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonah Palmero. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed. And now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more. On the ground to third. Scooped up, throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
4 runs.
Yeah, he winds up with a couple of hits, one of which was a triple, and he played a big part in leading these guys to victory. He swung the bat really well.
1 run on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Tacoma.
Striding in once
17.
again, Hanser Alberto. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Leading off in the bottom of the 9th.
A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
Hanser
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Ready for another chance. Dave Rubel is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Matt, that's his 3rd hit of the night, his 3rd single. I'm sure he'd like to have a double or something mixed in, but for now, he'll take the 3 for 4.
Standing in now, Brian Bond, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the run is Heredia. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. Comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Heredia is there to make the catch, and with that the ball game is over. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome.
Your attention,
Number
please.
17
Now
is
pitching
ready,
for the
and he'll
USA.
take the ball from the manager.
Number 17.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonah Palmero. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
For the visitors, 2 runs on 4 hits. 2 errors. They left 6 men on base.
At the halfway point, a manager rouses his team to build on the successes of their first half.
Number 17 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 17.
Ready for another chance? Pedro Valencia. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And that'll be a base hit, so they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the ninth. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double. Coming to the plate now, Juan Diaz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time. Digging in once again, Tommy Bigay. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity. And the run is in to score from third.
I love the late inning at-bats when you come up clutch right there. Big hit, tie this game.
Brian Brazil comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Here's Albert now. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. The 0-1 runner goes for second. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. Striding in once again, Jack Eller. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Swing and a liner. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single. Digging in to try it again, Howard Snare. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A high fastball is in there.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make them swing and miss.
Oh, meanwhile, how about that for a play? Laying out to take away a hit. Wow. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Ready once again, Robbie Copley. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Dorward moves over, 2 down.
Hey, eat it. Cut it right there.
And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center. Well, it's a team sport, of course, but it is customary to recognize one individual that stood out above all else. And there he is on your screen. He's our top player of the game.
Hey, he was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
For the Rainiers, 1 run, 4 hits.
Number 17 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 17.
Ready for another shot now, Brian Brazel. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. So striding in, Albert Pujols, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. The tying run is in to score from second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jack Eller. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Shin on the move. And he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping into the box, Sean Mesa hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Again, he sends it out of play. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the... Digging in the switch hitter, Howard Snare. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Bollinger on the move, 1 away. Striding into the box, Juan Centeno. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Down the first baseline. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So digging in now, Robbie
Third baseman
Copley.
Number 3, Robbie Copley.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
You know what I've been impressed with? He's really used that fastball to his advantage, and he's recognized the fact he's throwing it by people. So he's continued to dominate with that heater and not check off of it much.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the... Into the windup and the pitch. Steve Quevedo. At the plate now as he looks at strike one. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in, Tommy Bigay.
Second baseman.
Hard hit at third. In time to first, and there are two away. Coming to the plate now, Brian Brazel.
Right fielder.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
Pretty good slider out of him right there. That pitch is definitely a big reason why he's pitching so effectively right now.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of. In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here, 2 hits, and one was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
For the Stingers, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.